Okay, everyone, let's get started with our Bitcoin journey. Now, we're going to go on this journey together. So we're going to go step by step, and we're going to try and cover as much as possible. So you, if you want to follow along what we're doing, you can easily follow along. And we entered the Bitcoin world with a very small initial, so you can follow along with that anyway. It's accessible to everyone. So let's go have some fun together. I mean, you're looking at some older, right, 60-ish, longtime stock option traders, and it's a new world of Bitcoin and stuff. And, we were like a lot of people, right? We were skeptical at first, right? We were, years ago, we would watch it, remember when it was 3,000 and things like that, even less than that. We remember the first murmurings about blockchain Satoshi and all that stuff, the intrigue behind who it really was and all this stuff. And it was fun, right? It was fun. But at that point, we wanted to let it mature. We wanted to understand a little bit more. We wanted to see if it's real. And well, we probably missed that wheel. We did miss that first leg, and that's okay. We know enough about blockchain and the coins associated with it, the tokens associated with it, the projects associated with it, that we're comfortable now getting into it. So let's kind of talk about why Bitcoin is why it's so blockchain, what's behind the whole coin mania. We think that blockchain is the technological future, and you're just seeing it, right? You're seeing these incredibly fascinating projects started by people on the blockchain, whether it's using the Ethereum network, or we just had the last couple of days, right? We had the internet coin come out, and they're building a whole internet on blockchain. It's just fascinating. It's a fascinating world, and it's the direction the world's going. It's also decentralization. Okay. How many decades or how much of your life have you been listening to, oh, we need to take, the central banks and this and that, and, George Soros and all this. How do you solve that problem? Well, you're not gonna, I think we've learned after all these decades that you're not gonna take their wealth and redistribute it. You're just not gonna do that. They always find a way around that, right? But they don't have a problem with taking your wealth and redistributing it, right? And that's what decentralization is all about. It's a really, really interesting thing. And what we suggest is, before you even get started, do what we started and just go read about blockchain. One of a nice article here, let me show it with you, is 101blockchains.com. They've got some good stuff, but they've got this one article about why blockchain is so important. Go read this, get a little understanding about it, the transparency, efficiency, traceability, the security, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And they'll explain it all together. Now, YouTube, right? YouTube is one of those places where you've got tons of crypto videos, right? And I'd say a good 90% of them are just people trying to get you to buy coins or to buy their program or something like that. Remember, this is going to be free, and we're going to do it together, and you can always follow it. But we wanted to get some good information so we could learn about Bitcoin. And we found this one YouTuber group that we really, really like. And I want to share that with you, because if you're just getting started, okay, don't try to learn everything out of this video, okay? Because I'm not going to get that deep into the technicals behind blockchain and stuff like that. What is expected is you do what we did. You go and learn about it. It took us maybe a weekend of watching some of these very precise, easy to understand videos. And I just want to share it with you. We're not partnered with them. We don't even know them, but we found them on YouTube, and their videos are incredible. Let's pop on over and check that out. We'll start there. So if you go to YouTube and you search 99 Bitcoins, you'll come up with this group, 99 Bitcoins, right? And, you can tell they've got a nice little subscriber base, 471 compared to our little, I think we've got, 78 subscribers now. We're working on it. But these videos are incredibly easy to understand. The pace at which the gentleman speaks is very easy to comprehend. They're not long videos. You can see most of them are between 10, maybe 12 minutes, up to about, some of them get a little bit long, like the Bitcoin trading one gets up to 18 minutes, but they're very easy to understand. And they've got one for everything, okay? If you look at their playlist, I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong link there. If you look at their playlist, you'll see they're just incredible. They've got all kinds of videos about what Ethereum is, what the blockchain is, all that kind of stuff. Let's pop on over to the videos. Now, we're not affiliated. We don't even know these guys, but it's a gold mine of information, and it's even better. It's a gold mine of information that is so easy to digest and really opens your eyes. And go read about everything. You see, they've got videos for everything in here. They're crazy. What is staking, right? Claiming the Flare token airdrop and how to buy Ethereum, all this stuff, right? It's great, great stuff. So if you want to learn very well, they're not joking. Translating Bitcoin to plain English, that's what they do. So enjoy this video, but by the time we do next Fridays, go take some time and find out about this. But for right now, you're going to have to take our word for it. So, like I said, you know, we're old school traders, and we were a little leery of Bitcoin like everybody else that's an old school trader, right? You saw it, right? Even your big banks, Jamie Dimon from Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and all that. At first, they were all a little bit negative on the Bitcoin, but then they started opening up to it. That's because they were doing it like we were. First, they wanted to see it mature a little bit. They wanted to see the industry mature, the sector mature a little bit. And it has, right? It's over a decade old and stuff like that. They wanted to see some popularity, some interest in it, right? And you can see all these, so many projects right now. Last time we checked on our the webpage that we like to do the charting on for Bitcoin, for cryptos, 9,900 some odd different coins on there that you could actually pull up a chart on. So you can see it's maturing, it's growing, it's very popular. I mean, you cannot deny the popularity of cryptos right now. So we wanted to see that happen. We wanted to see a little maturity in the price, right? Everybody always tells you, well, you know, I wish I bought Apple at $25, right? But, you know, there were people that bought it at 10, right? But it was coming along. It was maturing. It was becoming something important, right? You were just starting to get iPhones and things like that. The technology was moving forward. No different than our entry into crypto. We wanted to see it get a little mature. We wanted to make sure there was a mainstream interest in it. And we wanted to make sure it's not going away anytime soon. It's probably not ever going away. And so now we want to enter the Bitcoin market. Now, for us, we had a very unique issue. We are based in Hawaii. We are residents of the state of Hawaii. And we can't, you know, the biggest thing I hear from people is you can't buy Bitcoin in Hawaii. You just can't do it. But we knew that wasn't true. That can't be true, because we'd see too many people and they say, hey, you got any of that crypto? I got some. And you're a Hawaii resident. So we went and we investigated. We talked to some of our members. Some of our members have been trading the cryptos or investing in the cryptos for years, for at least a couple of years or so. So they knew there was a lot of inside information that we got from them. And I'm going to share that with you. What happened was, what we did was we just straight up can't use Coinbase or Coinbase Pro. It just won't even accept you as a Hawaii resident. So what we did was we talked to, like I said, some of our members that were experiencing crypto, and they passed us on Voyager. So what happened with us was, and I'm going to be very transparent about our experience. We registered for Voyager. It was at a period, right? Remember about a month ago, Voyager, by the way, was the stock of the week for the stock side, right? And there's a good reason for that. We mentioned this in that when we first signed up for it, they were just getting so many signups, they couldn't process them. So we were put on a wait list. So we didn't want to wait. We don't want to wait. We want to do some crypto. Like so many people, right? So we were talking to members and we found Nexo. So we ended up going with Nexo. We ended up registering with Nexo. Now, you can fund Nexo from Hawaii using two different methods, right? Obviously, if you have a wallet, you can transfer Bitcoin or any crypto into the wallet as long as it's built to handle that crypto. Now, remember that, okay, guys? Not all wallets can hold all coins, okay? So we'll talk more about that in future episodes, but just be aware of that, okay? Don't just click things, okay? Read, because everything's explained to you. So we went to Nexo and we registered for an account, and there's two ways you can get Bitcoin in your exchange account. We'll call it exchanges accounts, not brokerages. Okay. One is to send some Bitcoin in. The other way is you can actually do what do you call it? Wire transfer. So that's fine, right? Now we hit another snag. How's this? We overcame some hurdles to start this. And that's why I say, if you really want to do something, there's always a way to do it. And there's always a way to do it legally. Always don't break the law, okay? Don't circumvent taxes and don't break the law, okay? Those are two death traps for any U.S. citizen, much less a asset trader. What our other problem was when the COVID started, right? Remember back last March when the COVID started, right? A year and so ago. I had left my jacket on a bus. And guess what? I can't get an ID till August. So I couldn't get the third level verification from Nexo. So I had to, what I did was I had another account that created income, a commerce account. And what I did was it would allow me to take my payment in Bitcoin. So I just had $200 worth of Bitcoin sent over to my Nexo wallet. Okay. And let me show you what that looks like. Okay. This is where it is right now. Let me show you. Yeah, you got to push the share button, right? But that's my Nexo account. I put in $200 worth of Bitcoin when I started this about a month and a half ago. And I'll explain to you what I did, but you can see it's already worth $245. Woohoo! That's a good 20% gain, huh, guys? Not bad, nothing to sneeze at, right? When you consider all I did was put in $200 worth of Bitcoin. So we overcame that hurdle, right? The no ID. Now, down the line, in August, I'm able to get an appointment with the DMV. God help me. But I should be able to get my ID. And then I can do that last verification, right? And then I'll be able to do the wire transfers in. I can put cash in as I feel like. Okay. The other thing we did was we opened up a Mu wallet. Okay. I'll talk more about Mu wallets in future programs, but for right now we'll focus on the Nexo because that's accessible to everybody, whether you're in Hawaii, whether you're in Timbuktu, and you want to follow along what I'm doing and the group's doing. If you want to turn $200 in just a month, right? I know a lot of you are probably saying $45. Well, it's $45 I didn't have a month ago. And it's growing too. And I'll tell you more about that later. And that's an important part of crypto that I'm about to explain when I get to that point. But like I said, you see how I overcame those hurdles and I stayed within the laws and stuff like that. In August, I should be able to have an ID, and I should be able to get my ID again. And then I'll be able to do wire transfers. Now, I have some very specific rules that I do with my crypto account. First of all, let me share some terminology with you, okay? 60-year-old guy here is going to talk kid lingo. And no, I'm not going to use gnarly, all right? That's my youth, not this generation's youth. They've got better words than that. But I'm gonna tell you, we are hodlers, okay? We are hold on for dear lifers. We do not trade Bitcoin, at least not in the sense that we don't look to buy low and sell high. We are building a $1 million crypto portfolio. We're going to do it show by show with you guys, but we are not going to trade Bitcoin, but we're going to do something similar to it. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that right now. So we got the first $200 in Bitcoin into the account. Well, let's pop on back over to our Nexo account. Okay. All we do is we do a thing called swapping. What does that mean? All it is I got $200 worth of Bitcoin in my account. I want to get about $40 worth of Stellar coin. I swap the coin, swap the Bitcoin for the Stellar. I never really sell anything. I never cash anything out. All I do is swap the coins. Now, we look at it like this, guys. We're handling this account like this. Imagine your brokerage account, right? There's different parts of your brokerage account for your stocks, right? You have your stocks, you have your options, and you have your cash, right? Cash, US dineros, right? What do we do with the Bitcoin account? What do we do with the crypto account? Well, Bitcoin, we consider our cash asset. Everything begins and ends with Bitcoin, okay? Our favorite coin is Ether. That's the one we're trying to build the biggest position for. We believe in the flippening. We'll talk about the flippening coming down in other shows. But our base goal is to build that Ether position and to have one or two little side coins. We went with Stellar Coin, which is XLM. We really love the project. Here's the other thing too. Let me pop on over to a Bitcoin chart here. We like to go to coinmarketcap.com for Bitcoin charts. They got some cool charts, but here's the best thing about it. Like with XLM, let's pull up a chart for XLM together. Okay. And you can see we bought that first XLM at 42 cents. Nice, huh? But this is the critical part. What is Stellar? What is the project behind it? What is the theory behind it? You guys hear about doggy coin all the time, right? Elon Musk. I mean, if you had to live in a cave the last few weeks to not hear about that, right? The kid that put his life savings, his $100,000 into it. Now he's got over $1 million, right? And he's stuck and he's not going to sell till he gets $10 million. But you look at the doggy coin, there's a big joke behind it, right? It's a meme coin. That means there's no real project. There's no real meaning behind it. It just was started for fun. If you look at your coin market cap chart, you scroll down a little bit, it'll tell you what's behind that coin. Put simply, Stellar is an open network that allows money to be moved and stored. It's also it's very streamlined and it's faster than Bitcoin, the normal blockchain. It used to be Ripple, but they broke off from Ripple, okay? And then it'll tell you the founders and it'll tell you a little bit more, what makes it unique and all that stuff. It'll give you some links. Don't buy anything, guys. This is one of our first rules. We don't buy anything without knowing what's behind it, the idea or the project behind it, what problem it's going to solve, what it's going to revolutionize in the world. And it has to be decentralized orientated, DeFi or decentralized orientated. That's why we like XLM, because they broke off with Ripple. And we feel like Ripple, yes, it's decentralized to a certain extent, but it's also manipulated. Okay. It's also controlled by entities outside of the blockchain. And we'll get into that more down the line. But so we like XLM. So the first thing we did, let's pop on back over there, guys. I guess we're saving our settings, logging out. Let's pop on over to our account. If you look at it, the transactions, look at all the transactions in here. What do we always talk about with stocks when the stock of the week and stuff? What is the most valuable tool you have, free tool that comes with the stock? It's compounding, right? Well, guess what? With all your cryptos and especially Nexo, and this is why we chose to stay with Nexo over Voyager, because we get daily interest. It doesn't seem like much, right? 0.004 cents, but it adds up. It adds up. And you can see that's all the transactions. But actually, if you go to the exchanges, this is what we've done. We put in $200 worth of Bitcoin, right? We traded some of that Bitcoin for $40 worth of Stellar. And then all we've done since then is we've moved just like you would with stocks, right? Think about it. What do you do with stocks? You buy low, right? You sell high. When you buy low, you're moving the money into a stock. When you sell high, you're moving the money back into cash, Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? When one moves high and the other one has more value, we move some coins into that. Then we move them back and forth, all just like selling stocks, right? Bitcoin is worth $58,000. Ethereum, for some reason, is down to 3,600. We'll take some Bitcoin and swap it into the Ethereum. When the Ethereum comes back up, we'll put it back in cash. And that's how we did it. And if you look at it over in the last month, without selling anything, without just doing a couple swaps here, a swap here and there, let's look at that. That $200, right, is now $245. Well, 244. Oh, God. Bitcoin's crashing. Just kidding. So you see how we did that. So that's what we want to talk about right now. Now, as far as buying Bitcoin, if you are in Hawaii, there's actually other options for buying Bitcoin. You can go peer-to-peer, localcoins.com, localbitcoins.com are two of them. You can buy peer-to-peer. We find, though, that it's kind of expensive. You're usually paying about 25 to 30% over the premium. If you know somebody that has Bitcoin or a Coinbase account, you can always ACH them money, hand them money, and they can send you it, buy the Bitcoin for you and just transfer it over to you, right? That's another way. Guess what, though? Here's the coolest thing. And here's the most idiotic thing about this rule about Hawaii is, okay, I can't open a Coinbase account. I'm not supposed to be trading Bitcoin in Hawaii or something. I'm not even sure what the rule exactly is. I don't care. But I can go down to the heli gas station, right? And guess what's there? There's an ATM. But you know what's right next to it? A Bitcoin ATM. So with the Mew wallet, guys, and I just wanted to share this with you in case you're going to run out to a heli gas station and buy some Bitcoin on the ATM, hold your roll. We tried it. We just wanted to see if it was true before we started the show, right? You know what I mean? Come on. Everybody says you can't buy Bitcoin in Hawaii, but there's an ATM for Bitcoin down at the gas station. So there's got to be a catch somewhere, right? So we grabbed $60 and we had our Mew wallet, right? Which is our decentralized. We'll get into that also too down the line. This is getting a little more complicated. So just kind of follow along with the story, but we'll talk about Mew wallets and decentralizing your coins and stuff down the line. For right now, the main thing is you get started with a reputable exchange. We like Nexo. You might be able to use Coinbase. You might be able to use Voyager or something else, but we were stuck with Nexo and we're actually happy about it. Hold your coins, collect that compounding every day. But along the line, one of our members said, hey, you know, you got a decentralized. Let's show you another trick. And we got a Mew wallet. If you already have a Mew wallet, that's fine. We wanted to play with our Mew wallet, okay? Because we can't buy Bitcoin directly because we can't use a debit card. We can't use it. I think it uses Plaid or Swift or something, or Plaid, I think, is the bridge. The bridge, if you hear that term, bridge, that is simply the software that connects your bank to your exchange, right? I think Voyager uses Plaid. Mew uses Plaid, I think so also too. So we couldn't use that. That was out of the question. So we said, we gotta have some fun with our Mew wallet. So we did it, right? We went down and we tried the ATM. We pulled $60 out of the cash ATM. We walked over to the Bitcoin ATM. We popped in our $60. We bought $60 worth of Ether. But here's the thing about this, and remember this, guys, it's a great convenient thing. It was super easy. All we did was put in the $60, our phone number, we got a text, right? We said that we're not doing this to we signed the disclaimer, which said that we're not going to use it for terrorism or anything like that, ransomware. And it's the funniest thing. If you look at it, it also says, do not send crypto to your girlfriend or boyfriend. Evidently, that's a thing. We had no intentions of doing that. We're not terrorists. We're not hackers. We're not Love Torn. So the thing is here, $10 fee. And we only ended up with about $43 worth of ether. It cost us what, $17 to purchase $43 worth of ether. That's not a very good return. But I will say this, today that thing is worth $59. So the ether made up for it. But if you think about it, if we had gotten more of the ether, we'd be actually plus on it. But so that's kind of the story with the ATM for you people in Hawaii. It might be different for you people on the mainland. I can't imagine those fees being any cheaper anywhere. You know how ATMs are. But if you need to do it, if you need some convenience, if you want it to be as simple as you just throw some cash in a machine, and all we did was we took our phones, opened up our Mew wallet. You have the little what do you call it? The QPC. You just put it on you put it up to the machine, and guess what? The machine does everything for you. Boom. And then your Mew wallet tells you, oh, you're about 12 minutes away from having some Bitcoin, some Ether coin. And you got to pay gas. We'll talk about terminologies in a later show. Gas is one of the first ones you'll learn. Just like if you're transferring something from your house to down the road, put it in the car, got to have gas, right? Same thing when you're moving Ether around. Gotta pay that gas. And we're okay with that, right? Gas prices are cheap in the world of Ether, at least compared to the East Coast right now. But so look, guys, let me sum this up. So, the first thing you want to do is absolutely go learn about crypto, learn about the Bitcoin, the blockchain, the different coins. You got to know what's tethered mean? What does tethered mean? Why are there coins that you see or tokens out there that say US dollar, gold, whatever? Understand the difference between a tethered coin, a standalone, a stable coin, and a token, right? At some point, we'll talk about NFTs, right? Which are a whole new world that's based off the blockchain that's gotten super popular. People are making millions and millions of dollars selling these things. We'll get into that down the line, but let's get back to what the lesson was. So first of all, go learn about it. Like we said, we give you a great starting point with 99 Bitcoins on YouTube. Like I said, we're not affiliated with these guys. We don't even know them, but we think we found a gem that's worth sharing with you guys. Watch all the videos you can. I think it took me maybe an afternoon to watch almost every video they had, and some of them twice, but very clear, very patient, very, very easy to understand explanation of everything blockchain. Okay, including individual coins. They just put up one about Doggy Coin too, if you guys are interested in that. So do that first, and then decide, where am I going to put my exchange? If you're not in Hawaii, we recommend Coinbase. Why? Coinbase has Coinbase Pro. It's a fantastic, fantastic brokerage exchange. Let me call it, I got to stop doing that, exchange. But the great thing about it is you get just like all the other ones, you can stake coins and get interest and stuff like that. But the best thing about that is, on top of whatever you've learned on like 99 Bitcoins or from myself and stuff, you get paid Bitcoin on Coinbase to watch instructional videos, educational videos. What's better than that, right? How many people are paying to go to school? I just was talking to a friend this morning and said they were going to Harvard and they were learning crypto trading or something, like crypto workings of crypto or something. And they're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars. Coinbase will pay you Bitcoin to learn. And that's how you build it up too. We are not Bitcoin traders, okay? We are hodlers. We are hold on for dear lifers, okay? You'll see that term out there. We are building positions. We're not concerned as much with cash value as we're concerned with amount of coins we have. We believe that at some point these things will accelerate. Sometimes it's daily. It might be down the line. But we're hodlers, okay? So don't expect to get videos from me saying, hey, go buy this coin right now. You know what I mean? Oh, we're buying this coin. We bought 3 coins, right? Really, we started with 1 coin, Bitcoin, our cash. We use that. We bought a little bit, right? About what, 20%? We put into our favorite little side coin, which is the Stellar coin, XLM. And the rest, we went between Ethereum and Bitcoin, the 2 big boys. Okay. And the only reason we're doing that is we're trying to build as much Ethereum as we can before the flippening. We'll talk about the flippening later. Okay. Be very patient and go ahead and get started. I'm going to end this video now because this is a pretty long one, especially for me. So let's go ahead. That's the review of your Bitcoin and stuff. You know, look, I'm going to be very honest with you. You know, I noticed something every time I mention cryptos in any of the videos, the comments will become a shit show. Please, if you're advertising some crap or something like that, just keep it to yourself, okay? If you've got something intelligent to add to the conversation, we absolutely welcome you. If you've got a question, absolutely. There is no stupid questions. It's better to ask it than step on your you-know-what trying to solve it on your own, okay? That's what the comment sections are. So let's keep it very, very productive, okay? Other than that, guys, I'll be back next Friday with another crypto update. Hopefully it won't be as long-winded as this one, but let's just do that final resummary. So the first thing you do is go ahead and watch some videos, learn about crypto, learn about blockchain, why it's so important, why it's so revolutionary. Understand what DeFi means, right? Understand what all this kind of decentralizing means. You need to understand these basic terms. You don't have to get into exactly how a smart contract works or anything like that. You just have to understand the basics. You don't know how GE makes a jet engine, right? But you still buy GE because you know they make jet engines and you know they make good ones, right? Same concept with the crypto. Keep it simple. This is a rabbit hole. We were warned by one of our members when we first got into this. You were going down into a rabbit hole. We might not see you again. And fortunately, I'm back. But what I did was I kept it where it didn't become TMI. I knew at one point I knew enough about something that I could be making money off of it. Again, we're looking to be Bitcoin millionaires, but we're not looking to be Bitcoin millionaires today or this week. God bless us if it happens, right? One day you wake up and Bitcoin's at 200,000 and all of a sudden your portfolio is just going through the roof, like the kid with the doggy coin, right? Then we'd probably sell. But that's the goal, okay? Every journey starts with the first step, and this is a complicated journey, guys. So be patient with us. We'll be patient with you. And we'll be very transparent, and we'll show you every step of the way. We took $200. We started up a crypto account, okay? We're now $45 closer to $1 million. Anyways, guys, you have a great Friday. Okay. This is enough for a Friday. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next Friday with the next crypto update. Don't forget the daily market updates if you are into that. And also to the Tuesday stock of the week. This is the first time we've had a stock of the week kind of recycle, right? With the Coinbase one. It's just been going down. Coinbase had great earnings too. Now, and in honor of this crypto show, the last couple of shows on the stock of the week side, right? We featured Coinbase 2 weeks ago, and we featured Voyager stock yesterday, right? Or what was it? Tuesday. When is today? Friday. Okay. It's always important to know what day it is, especially if you're writing checks. And even better cashing them. But okay, guys, so we learned about Bitcoin. We got our account started with just $200. We're well on our way. We're going to take advantage of we use Bitcoin as our cash. Imagine in your stock portfolio, you have a cash position. It's always Bitcoin. We're looking to use swapping back and forth. We bought about 20% of the portfolio. We bought in our favorite coin. We chose XLM. You might choose something else too. So that's why it's good that you research and stuff. Everybody has a favorite coin. Everybody has a favorite stock, right? So we put a little bit into that. We let it compound daily. I don't care how small you think that interest is. If you get a penny, it's a penny you did not have yesterday, okay? And it gets you that much closer to the step. We're about $45 into making $1 million. And so we'll close with that, and we'll see you next week. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, please, if you got questions, post them in the comments. If you got comments, post them in the comments. Keep the spam and the trolling elsewhere. There's plenty of other places with viewers. You know what I mean? I think I've got like 80 viewers. Who wants to spam to them? Anyways, guys, enough fun. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next week. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Isn't that like a requirement on YouTube?